I never thought one night could actually destroy everything I have been building for years. That's how my life feels right now. Anyways, I grew up without my parents. I lost them when I was very much young. And since then, life has been so much unbearably hard for me. There was nobody to support me. I struggled just to survive. Yes, it was not easy at all. Eventually, I managed to get into university, but by my second year, that's in the second semester, second year, things became worse. I could not manage any longer. I couldn't pay my fees, I couldn't buy textbooks. Some nights I went to bed hungry. That's to tell you the level of suffering I was going through. In the end, I had no choice than to drop out because literally I had no money left. During that painful time, I met an older married man. He had a wife and four children. I know about it though, but he took interest in my situation because I explained to him all I have been passing through and how I dropped out. So he paid my school fees and he rented an apartment for me and I went back to school. He also settled so many of my bills and he makes sure I never lack anything. And eventually I graduated. I knew it was actually wrong, but I became involved with him. I felt like he had actually rescued me when life was actually falling apart. And I couldn't see anyone else in the world aside from him. For him to come through for me in my difficult moments, then I owe him a lot. So 2 years after graduating, I met the man I was actually supposed to marry. He is kind, he is responsible, he is prayerful, and serious about his Christian faith. He treats me with love and respect. I loved him so much and he loved me too. So when he proposed, he made a decision that surprised me. I was actually very much surprised. He said that he wanted us to remain pure until our wedding night. And that is a very rare trait that you can find in young men of these days. He stopped all intimacy between us so that our marriage could actually begin clean and honorable before God. And by this time, this other man, we just talk on phone, normal talk. I don't get involved in any love affair with him. So as our wedding preparation uh, started, expenses became very overwhelming. Our traditional marriage, hall payment, food, decoration. You know how these things are, clothing, ashebi, family demands and all that. Everything was just draining us. The money I have is very, very small. So my fiance was trying his best actually, but the financial stress was actually crushing on him. And actually needed to step in. Then the older man one day he called me. He knows that I'm about to wed, so he just called me just to check on me. Then I broke down and actually told him how desperate and stressed I was because of the wedding plans. He asked me to meet up with him later that evening. So when I got there, he handed me a huge sum of money. Very huge. This money is actually enough to solve almost all our wedding problems. I was so overwhelmed. But then he said something that actually shocked me to my core. He said, I want us to spend time together one last time before you become another man's wife forever. Uh, when I heard that, my heart raced. I knew what was about to happen was actually wrong, but another part of me remembered every single thing this older man had done for me when I had nothing. Remember, he's the reason why I actually graduated. In a moment of weakness, I gave in to his demand. I slept with him. And since that day, regret has actually weighed heavily on my heart. Now, the problem is that my wedding is only weeks away, but something very terrible happened. I have been feeling sick and tired for weeks. I finally took a test and discovered that I'm pregnant. My fiance cannot actually take responsibility because he hasn't touched me since we agreed to remain pure. I feel broken. I love him, yes, with all my heart. If I tell him the truth, I might lose him forever. But if I hide it, the truth may eventually come out one day and it will destroy everything. I cannot sleep. I feel so ashamed of what I have done. I'm confused. I'm also scared. I'm full of guilt. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't want to cry. Please, what will you do if you were in my shoes? I need your honest opinion.